everybody. I don't know if anyone's gonna show up. Don't know if the chat's gonna work tonight. I don't know. It should work, but we'll see. I feel like the whole live thing just hasn't been working well for me lately, and I don't know why. I'm sure it's user error. But I wanted to hop on and see if anyone wanted to do any equine trivia. I have food coming in like a little under an hour. I'm exhausted, kind of depressed. So I just thought I'd hop on, and if nobody joins, whatever. That's funny, Whitney. Hopefully tonight the live will actually work and then we can do something. I've just been kind of depressed. Hey, Emma. Yeah, I'm really hoping the chat function works. I'm really hoping my live audio doesn't cut out again. I don't know why I can't seem to get it to work lately. But how's your day been? Was he spicy? What happened? Really? What happened? I didn't go see Julio today just because I'm so exhausted and honestly, I don't know. I've just been really kind of down today and I don't know why. But I'm sure it sounds like today and yesterday were days for horses to be wild. Equine edits. Every time I see your little thingy pop up, I get excited. Who broke her arm? Hello, everyone. It says there's 3 people in here. I'm going to go with that's wrong. Oh, so she doesn't like loud music? I missed you guys. Yeah, I know. Mine now says there's 20. I think there's just lag. Oh, now there's 31. I mean, I don't really care. I just... Your horse is like a dino. Oh, so she doesn't like feeling surrounded or like by the sound? He stares me down. Who's Courtney? Happy birthday, Chloe. Oh, he has navicular? My horse is like that, Whitney. Happy birthday, Mike. So, chat, now that we have a few people, I don't know, Infinity Army. I'm good. How are you, content creator? You love Julio. He's something. Did you see my last riding live? He's really shaping up. So do we want to do trivia tonight or no? Maybe we'll do a live where I just cut my bangs because they're driving me nuts. If I had scissors. Ooh, trivia is fun. Okay, peeps. So another option for trivia that I thought we could try tonight. Does anyone in here like have any interest in doing outstanding quarter horse stallions and mares as a topic? Yeah, so we've been doing trivia on some of these lives because it's just a fun way to spread more information about horses. And it gives kind of like a focus point for the live. Because sometimes I come on here and I just talk to you guys and, you know, it's fine, but it can get a little weird. And, you know, it can get a little weird, but this gives us a topic. You stalk the Ruby Buckle Stallions. I only recently learned what that was. So we could do movies or historical events. I don't have a lot of knowledge on movies or historical events, so I will have to look up some of those. But I keep asking people for topics for trivia night, and I've gotten a couple. I think we'll do one on when I get my saddle back from my client. We might do one on parts of the saddles, and some equestrian movies is a really good idea. Oh, Eva, I'm sorry. My only advice would be to break it down in small steps, celebrate every time you do something that scares you. You tune in for the conversation and venting. Well, there's probably going to be some of that tonight too. So I actually just got a leather working kit. So once I get some leather, even if it's like deer hide or something, I might I could make stuff on the live. I just have to have an idea of what to make, and it has to be something that I physically know how to make. We did a live on knot tying, which we might do again. I have not watched Free Rein. But yeah, we've been doing the trivia thing. I think we've done it twice now. Once or twice. And it's really, everybody's really seemed to enjoy it. Really, Whitney? Now I really have to see it. Okay, so let me look at these. So this is the Western Horseman Legends Volume 1. It's the only one I have right now. And it's just a book on some of the outstanding quarter horses, stallions, and mares. If we see any appendixes in here, that'd be cool, because I have an appendix now. Oh, that was from when I was trying to go to Equine Affair and didn't. I'm hoping I don't lose you guys, but lately I haven't been able to get the lives to really work for me, and I'm wondering if I lost you guys. Are you still there? I don't think my partner would appreciate that. Enzo. You want to be a veterinarian? An equine nurse? A veterinarian? Okay. There's a lot of creeps in the chat. So let's see. I gotta figure out how many, if we can get some good questions on this. Do you want me to read some of the bio on the horses? So like this is Wimpy P1. I hate reading out loud, but then you guys can actually know a little bit about the horse before we ask questions. So, Wimpy was awarded the #1 in the AQHA registry. Wimpy achieved everlasting recognition in the world of quarter horses by being awarded the #1 in the AQHA registry. This sorrel stallion was bred and raised by the King Ranch in Kingsville, Texas. However, there seems to be uncertainty as to when he was foaled. In his book, The King Ranch Quarter Horses, Bob Denhart gives the foaling date as 1935 in one place, 1936 in another, and 1937 in still another. AQHA Studbook #1 gives Wimpy's foaling date as 1935. And a King Ranch ad in the #2 Studbook, published in 1943, shows a picture of Wimpy and gives his age as 8, which would indicate he was foaled in 35. Yet, Wimpy's official AQHA record gives his foaling date as 1937, as given on his original registration application. Yeah, I remember that about him, that he had so many discrepancies for such a supposedly well-known stallion. In terms of Wimpy's contributions to the quarter horse industry, it makes no difference when he was foaled, but this discrepancy is mentioned in case quarter horse history buffs question it. When the AQHA was organized, the first directors decided that the number 2 through 19 in the stud book would be issued to those stallions they considered to be the foundation stock for the breed. The coveted number 1, they agreed, would go to the horse named Grand Champion Stallion at the 1941 Fort Worth Exposition and Fat Stock Show. This turned out to be a popular idea, and many of the best stallions of that area were led into the ring to be scrutinized by Judge Jim Minnick. Most of them were better known than Wimpy, but after Minnick watched all the horses moved and studied each one closely, he chose Wimpy as the Grand Champion Stallion. The reserve champion, Silverstone, a Palomino owned by Lee Underwood of Wichita Falls, Texas. I'll be back. Sorry to leave randomly. Dinner is here. I was depressed and lonely, so I got one of my favorite foods, which is the buffalo chicken calzone. I'm so sorry. I went to go grab my dinner because the door got knocked. Okay. Do you want to hear more about him, or do you want me to just jump to a trivia question? Our hips don't lie. Do you want to hear more facts about Wimpy, or do you want to just jump to a question? Okay, I got you. I can't do these long, like, facts. I just gotta have, like, random information. I'll read a little bit about each horse, though, so that way you can get, like, an idea of the horse. So I think the first question I'll ask is, can anyone guess what year he died? So Wimpy P1 was born, it's listed as 1937. Who really knows? But what year did he pass in? So it would be 19 what? Wait, hold on. Equine Edits is the closest so far. Nobody's guessed it yet. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Y'all are guessing too high. Yeah, no, you were the closest, so. Ooh, Vin is close. Lower Equine Edits. Lower Whitney. Higher Vin. Ooh, Moo Cow is super, super close. There we go. 1959. That was the year that he passed. I don't know. Maybe that's also under conjecture too. We don't know for sure. Let's look at, here's a good one. So these books have a bunch of stats. So he has no halter and performance record, but we can do his progeny record. So How many foals are registered from Wimpy P1? If anyone gets close to it, I'm going to pin whoever gets closest to it first, because we have a lot of stats here. So far, nobody's close. And if you get confused or if you get stuck, so Emma is the closest, but if anyone can get closer, 150 is a close guess. So how many foals are registered from Mr. Wimpy P1? 160 is the closest so far. 170 is the closest so far. Oh my goodness. You actually got it exactly, Daniel. It's 174 foals are registered from him. I'm going to say most of these are all facts about his children, not him himself. Wow, this is a lot of information on Mr. Wimpy. Okay. Yep, his progeny line was that big. So, I don't know. I'm trying to get monetized. It hasn't happened yet. Our second horse is going to be Peppy. So a lot of you may know the Peppy Sand Badgers. There's a lot of Peppy in today's line lately. Thank you, by the way. So Peppy was the first horse to be extensively shown by the King Ranch. So Peppy carved his niche in the early days of the quarter horse industry as a show horse and then as a sire. Bred by the King Ranch and foaled in 1934, he became the first horse to be extensively shown by the ranch as an example of its breeding program. Later, when he retired to stud, he sired a number of good horses. According to some older horsemen, the King Ranch horses in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s were of a definite type. That included both Wimpy and Peppy. They were stout, well-muscled, and smooth. They stood about 15 hands, had good heads, withers to hold a saddle in place, and were usually a sorrel color with a minimum of white. Compared to the old bulldog horses, they showed the thoroughbred in their breeding without having too much leg or being slim-gutted. The King Ranch horses were bred by men who used horses and used them hard and knew what it took to have a sound, functional mount. These are quarter horses. No, Vincent, and no, Nick. Okay. Again, no halter and performance record. So, Peppy was born in 1934. Does anyone want to try to guess the year he passed? It'd be 19... Nobody's guessed it yet. You're close, Dale. Ooh, Joe's really close. No, when he passed, Equine Edits. He was born in 1934. He passed in 19... Oh, wait. Dale got it. Dale has correctly guessed 1964. Oh, I'm so sorry. 1964. That means that he was 30. It's a pretty good lifespan on a using horse, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Is there any interesting facts in here? Because I don't want to just do all Ooh. So the ranch sold him as a yearling to Lloyd Jenkins of Fort Worth. In 1946, Jenkins sold him for reported, how much do we think he sold him for? It's a really high number, okay? So how much do you think that they sold Peppy for? Oh, I'm sorry. It's Peppy's Pepper, not Peppy. It's Peppy's Pepper. Dale is close. Dale is the closest with 20K. So it is a 20,000 number. $420. 23 is close, but it's still more. 25 is the closest, but it's more. 27 is the closest, and it's a little less. $27 is the closest, but it's a little less than 27. There we go. I'm going to pin that one. It's $26,500. Can you... This was in 1946. Can you imagine how much that would be in today's money? That's insane. Let's see. Poor Peppy. He got sold a lot. Okay, well. Oh, I'm sorry, Ricky. I don't know how I feel about that Holy Mindset TV. You're very weird. You spam my comments, and then you question why I'm calling it spam when it's literally spam. I'm trying to think, if there are any stallions in here that are going to be like really, because most of these, or if there's a mare, we haven't done a mare yet. It's going to be mostly stallions because, oh, here's a good one. Here's one that I kind of know. Well, thank you, Ricky. No, Equine Edits! No! Okay, Doc Bar. That's funny. Doc Bar will forever be remembered as the horse who revolutionized the cutting horse industry, but he was not bred to be a cow horse. A look at his pedigree shows speed, and that's what Tom and Jack Finley of Gilbert, Arizona wanted when they bred Danny Dahl to Lightning Bar, a AAA AQHA champion son of 3 bars, who we will go back to, I believe. Danny Dahl was a AA mare by Texas Dandy, an athletic horse who sired 14 AAA runners and 3 AQHA champions. Tom Finley says Dandy Dahl won races from 220 yards up to 440 yards. She was a small mare with a lot of guts. By crossing 2 running bloodlines, the Finleys had high hopes for a speedster. We wanted a racehorse from that breeding, said Tom Finley, a past president of the AQHA, but we didn't get a racehorse. What we got was a good-looking horse who did well at halter. At 14 3 hands and 1,000 pounds, Doc Bar didn't look the part of a stretchy, streamlined racehorse. He was a washout on the racetrack, earning only how many dollars in 4 starts? So how many dollars do you think this horse won? Really, Equine Edits? Come back. We're doing equine trivia. It's less than $500. It's like really, it's a really low number. 100 is the closest. In fact, I might just give it to you. $100 is the closest. It's less than $100. It's more than 75. 99 is the closest. It's a little less than 99. It's a little more, it's more than 85. 99.99. No. It's a little less than 99. You know what? We're gonna say that's close enough. Veronica Velasquez, I think is your name, said 96. It was 95, but it's such a niche number. Oh, well, the content creator guessed it exactly, so I guess we'll give it to you. What's up, Mike? We're doing trivia. Okay, so Doc Barr was born in 1956. Can anyone guess the year of his passing? It's later than those guys. He was born in 1956, and he passed in... It's later than that, Whitney. It's later than that, Dale. Ooh, Ty is close, but it's a little earlier. $1998 is close, but it's earlier. '96 is close, but it's earlier. 94 is close, but it's earlier. 93 is really close, but it's still earlier. There we go. Mike got it. 1992. Now wait, so how old does that make him? 34? He lived a long time. Oh, the question was, what year did Doc Barr pass in? Oh, that's cool. Boy Westhoff. So can anyone guess how many halter points Doc Barr had? He's an AQHA stallion. Well, long since passed. More than that, Dale. A lot more than that. Like a lot. Oh, man. Mike, do you read these books for fun? It's 36. He got it. Like, on the dollar. Do you read these for fun? So halter points, halter is a class where the horse is judged on their physical conformation. And so they get halter points when they, I believe when they win the class or place in the class. My horse has halter horse in him. He has halter horse and thoroughbred. Perhaps the worst combination. Here, I'll show you the picture. So that's a picture of one of the most frequently used photographs of Doc Barr. Yeah, I'm a horse trainer. Docolina. I've heard of Docolina. Okay. Let's guess Doc Barr's height. So remember, it's measured in hands. That's cool, Planet Sky. I know, he's massive. Duck is on steroids, exactly. So how tall do we think he is? It can be expensive. It's a little less than 15 hands. Yep, Whitney got it. 14.3. Now, you saw that picture, right? I want you to guess how heavy he was. How many pounds was he? Yeah, Eva, 14.3. So how many pounds was Doc Bar? I think it is more expensive than cows. 14.3. I have watched Spirit. It was my favorite. It's less than that, Content Creator and Dale. It's more than that, William. A horse that weighs 300 pounds. I guess, well, that'd be a pony. A little less, Eva. Just a little less. There we go, Eva. Oh, no. There we go. 1,000. He's, despite that picture where he is so thick, he only weighed 1,000 pounds. Let's see, any other cool facts? Oh, I guess that was it. I'm trying to find one that I'll have some good questions from. Man, they put like 2 pages on the mares in this. But they'll put like 6 pages of the stallions. Oh, here we go. How about, do you want to do 3 bars? Who is actually a thoroughbred? Without a shadow of a doubt, 3 bars has had the greatest impact on the quarter horse breed of any horse in history. Some might dispute this statement, but not very many. Just take a look at 3 Bar's record as a sire. Whereas most great stallions dominate just one phase of the industry, 3 Bar's forever left his mark in racing, halter, cutting, and other arena performance events. In racing, just a very few of his superstar offsprings include Gold Seeker Bars, Mr. Bar None, Rocket Bar, 3 Chicks, The Old Man, Pokey Bar, Josie's Bar, Mr. Bruce, Sugar Bars, Kid Myers, Saint Bar, Lightning Bar, Bard, Bob's Folly, Gull Bar, Breeze Bar, and Little Lena's Bar. Altogether, 3 Bars sired 317 foals who earned their ROM in racing, and 38 who earned a superior in racing. When his daughter Lena Bar, a thoroughbred, was bred to Jet Deck, the resulting foal was the phenomenal Easy Jet. I think that's plenty of information on 3 Bars. That was a lot. That really took it out of me. So this one, I don't think I said the year he was born. So, do you want to guess the year he was born? 19 what? Wow, the hair is not hairing. Is anyone there? Hello? I might have lost you guys again. Hello? Are you guys there? Wow, I lost you. I don't know how that happened. I'm really sorry. I somehow lost all of the messages. Okay. I gotta look and see if any of you said the day, or said the year, sorry, that he was born. Whitney was really, really close to the year he was born. Okay, so none of you have said it yet. Whitney is close to it. This is the year he was born. I really don't know why I did that. That was so weird. Whitney, you're the closest, but it's a little earlier than that. Eva's now the closest. A little later than that, Infinity Army. A little later, Mike. A little later. There we go, Whitney. 1940. Okay, so he was born in 1940. Now, can you guess the year he passed? 19 what? It's Dale was really close with 1970. Dale was super close. Lower. Dale is still really close. Whoa, 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 you guys started popping. Wait. 1968 was correct, boy. Is it Boy Westhoff? I hope I said it right. 1968. Let's see. What other cool facts? He was the fastest thing I could put a bridle on, is a quote from him. Okay, 3 bars is how tall? Can you guess his height in hands? Anyone? You're close, Dale. You're really close. We only do hands here, people. Oh, Eva got it. 15'3". He was a tall son of a gun. Let's see if we can find any other cool things about Mr. 3 Bars. Nah, Mike, you're doing great. It was a good guess. I'm trying to find you guys a good random thing. Sugar bars. I know that name. Oh, lightning bar. Okay, here's an easy one. I've mentioned it many times. Oh, show you his pictures? Let me find one. Okay. So this is 3 bars. Oh, and this is also 3 bars. It's a good-looking son of a gun. No, the other guy was a halter horse, though, to be fair. Okay. Oh, I had a question and I forget. Oh, so I've said it many times. What is it called when you mix a thoroughbred and a quarter horse? It's a type of quarter horse. Do you remember? I've said the name many times because my horse is one. He did have a beautiful top line. A mare is a female horse. Does anybody remember? Not standard bred, no. It's a blank quarter horse. When it's got thoroughbred in it, it's called a blank quarter horse. There we go. Appendix. Although I don't... Is that how it's spelled? Gallapalooza? That would be much more fun. Let's see. Whoa. Ooh, here we go. So even though 3 bars was relatively unknown in Oklahoma and Texas, Merrick had no trouble filling his books with 70 mares at how much was the stud fee? Oh, got you. I mean, I'm selling Julio, but I don't think you can afford him. It's more than that, Dale. Whitney is the closest. Thank you, Mike, for saying that in such a classy way. Whitney is the closest. There we go. The content creator got it. $300. I can always count on you, Mike, to say what needs to be said. That's the stud fee, dear. That's the stud fee for a dead horse. I guarantee you can't afford my horse. Nice. Let's see if we can find anything else that's worth mentioning. My food is smelling really good. Oh, did I click the wrong person? My bad. Well, who said it first? I forget already. Oh, the content creator. My bad. There we go. Thank you. Well, 3 bar? Yeah, 3 bar died many, many years ago. Boo is not here tonight. I was really sad about that. Yes. 3 bar is dead. He's been dead. Speaking of swagger, y'all, do you want me to make some merch with like my brand on it? Let me see if I can find my hat and I'll show you. We can start with hats. And I might make a shirt. I wonder if I even know where my hats are. It's still a mess from moving. Oh. Well, I thought I was going to show you my hats, but I don't think I know where they are. What a bummer. Oh, well, here's one. She's a crusty, dusty old gal, because it's mine, but I really need to eat my dinner. So would y'all buy hats with my brand on it, or no? I'm debating getting some hats made. No, most of them won't be. In fact, I don't think any will be bedazzled unless somebody who's been on the channel for a long time, like Mike or Whitney or Equine Edits or Frosty Cupcake. Like, if you guys wanted it bedazzled, I would go out of my way to bedazzle it for you, but otherwise they would be plain. These are just bedazzled because my mother bought them for me forever ago. That's why it's all dirty. But I'm thinking I'm going to see if I can get my logo on, like, maybe some like, just plain long sleeve shirts and some plain short sleeve shirts. And maybe some baseball caps to start. Depending on how expensive it is, and if I would even have anyone who'd be interested in buying them. I would say all the money after I recoup my losses would go towards like helping more rescue horses, taking care of them, their maintenance, and potentially rescuing more horses in the future. It just depends on, I'd first have to cover my costs that I paid to make the hat or make the stuff. But then everything after I cover my losses would be would go towards helping horses. So I usually go to like auctions. My last 3 horses have been rescues. 2 of them I bought privately from private owners. 1 of them I bought from a loser. That's all I'll say. And then 1 of them I bought from an auction. Jackpot, who does equine assisted therapy, is one of my rescues. He's my most successful rescue, actually. He's living his best life, taking care of special needs adults and children. He was beaten, which I didn't know until after I bought him. The other horse I bought was Blue. Yes, they're being abused or neglected. So the other horse I bought was Blue. I actually bought Blue before Jackpot, but I always remembered Jackpot first. Blue was a horse that I got that was super emaciated. I'm pretty sure he was also beaten. His skin was coming off in clumps. He was super sick, and literally every day that I would go to check on him, I thought he was going to be dead. Nice, Mike. Well, maybe I'll try the hats first. No, they're not necessarily Amish, but some of them could be Amish. It doesn't really matter. And then Julio is also a rescue. He lived in deep mud, which caused bacteria to grow in his hoof and eat away his hoof. He was lame 2 days after I got him, in agony. There are laws against animal cruelty, but it's kind of hard to enforce because it's just not very specific. Julio is 4 years old. So Jackpot was 5. So he'll be 6 this year because everyone turns a year older in January. So Julio is 4, gonna be 5. Jackpot is 5, gonna be 6. And Blue, we don't actually know the age on, but I was told approximately 5 to 7 on him. First off, Amish is spelled A-M-I-S-H. Second, no, I am not Amish. No, so horses age in the same year, but they mature differently. Oh, really, Dale? That's funny. Wow, Emma. We have, one horse at the barn that I work at is 25. One horse at the barn that I work at is 24. Another one's 18. We have a lot of old horses that are getting up there in age at the barn. But yeah, so I think if we could, I would maybe do 2 series on the horses. I wish it was homemade, but thank you. It's very warm and comfy. I think we could do 2 different sets of merch. One that has the 3 rescues I've done. So it would be... That's horrible, Whitney. I love quarter horses too. We could do 1 series that's all my rescues. So it would be Julio, Jackpot, and Blue. And it would like have them written maybe on the sleeve or on the back of the shirt. I could put my horse's face on a t-shirt if I got some good pictures. Do some Julio merch. And then I would do one that's like all the Mustangs I've done. So Courage, like all of my Mustangs, I will say, not the other ones, that I've done for other people. Who's on my profile pic? I think right now my profile pic is Marvel doing the Spanish walk or laying down. It's either Marvel or Noelle. Oh, I gotta do merch for Marv too, I feel like. I don't know. But we could do one that's, maybe it's the foundation line. Brown with a white leg. I don't think I have any that have brown with white leg. But we could do like the foundation line, which would be Courage, Marvel, and Noelle. So Courage was my first Mustang. Marvel is my quarter horse that I sold to a 12-year-old girl. She does trick riding on her. And then Noelle, who won my saddle. The horse has boots on in your picture? Oh, am I riding it? If I'm riding it, it might be Courage. It's also big in France and Canada, I believe. Really, Guy? That's cool. I used to draw horses, but I'm just not very good at it, so I won't subject you to such torture. Well, nobody does horse farming for food, so. I think we should legalize it in the US so that it's more humane. Nice, Emma. I've had one put down. Sure, Ariel, we can be friends. What, do we want to play the age guessing game? Because we've already done that more than once on this channel. Have a good night, Guy. What is my Facebook? Courage in the Saddle. No, horse farming is not humane. I'm saying if we legalized it in the US, it would be more humane because we'd have rules about it. I have been bitten by horses. You're good. Ask any random questions you want. I have been bitten by horses more than once. Your horse has navicular? I have no idea, seasoned troll. Well, and I could be wrong. Canada might not. Whitney, chat. She's 24. Thank you. I'm a horse trainer. We're just doing an equine trivia night. You're showing him this year? I want to show Julio, but I don't know how. I was 13 when I got my first horse. It was a wild Mustang named Courage. Chat, I may have to jump off. I mean, they didn't feel good. They didn't feel like good bites, but they weren't terrible. No lasting damage. Your first horse is Jessie. So I want to try, and I don't know how. Is there any way we can go live where I can like go live with one of you guys? Really, Whitney? You should try it. Yeah, Julio, my guy. Is it really, Mike? That's interesting. No! Jesse James. I love that. I actually know a Jesse James. I mean, I thought about it, like doing an interview type thing with some of my regulars. The other person has to make shorts and have over 50 subs? Really? Why? That's so weird, but I don't know. If it's it's something I would consider doing. Like, okay, what happens if I click? Yeah, see, there's no way for me to like click and have you jump on and go live with me. Channel activity. Oh. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Gia. Well, either that or if you guys are on any other platforms, like I've considered going live on my Instagram, but nobody ever watches Instagram anymore, so I just thought it might be cool, like, for some of my regulars to interview some of you guys and like just ask you what you do, ask you to talk about your horse, stuff like that. You'd get flamed? Why would you get flamed? Thanks, Corey. You're awesome. I'm gonna pin you for that. I am a horse trainer, yes. It's what I do when I'm not here. Emma! That's horrible! Whitney! I will say, the only problem with the interview idea is for you my younger viewers, because school made me realize that you might be young. We'd have to be careful if we did something like that, just because I don't want to get in trouble. About an hour. I spend about an hour with him. Sometimes I have a client horse that I'm trying to go back out to work with, and then my horse, and then I work at a barn for like 8 hours a day, so. StreamYard is the panel site? Okay, we might have to do that. I train Mustangs. I don't have any Mustangs right now, but I do. I'll have to look into that StreamYard. Just stare at you? Alright, chat. Please, please, please go comment under my videos on ideas for videos that you want to see. He reared in his pasture yesterday. My horse is 4, Corey. So please go comment on some of my videos. Tell me things you want to see us do trivia on. I gotta eat my dinner, Whitney, and I gotta go to bed. Please, Whitney. Please. I'm hungry. You do have a wild Mustang? That's cool. I love you. I'm sorry. It's 9:14 where I am too, Emma. We must be in the same place. I don't jump my current horse. I might try jumping him if I think physically he can handle it. I love you guys. Flo Rida. That's gonna haunt my dreams. Wow. All right. On that note, yeah, that's gonna haunt my dreams, Anthony. That was a look. It's not a look I'm proud of. But goodbye, my besties. Thank you for playing tonight. Please give me topics, because I always worry if I'm actually keeping y'all entertained. And we will do this again another time. I don't know if I'll be able to go live over the weekend. And I probably won't go live on Monday, because Monday I have to drive 3 hours to a wedding. and then attend the wedding, and then drive 3 hours back. So, I make no promises as to when I will go live next, or what the topic will be. But, I love you all very much. I appreciate you all. And, Froggy! It is Friday. TGIF, my people. Go ride your horse. Go pet a horse. Go take a lesson. Do all the things to foster your dreams. Sup, Nemo? And have a beautiful night. Tell me one cool horse fact in the comments. There you go, Mike. So go in the comments under a video or wherever. Tell me one positive thing that happened today. All right. Good night, everyone. I'm going to go eat a calzone, apparently. Love you all, and have a great night.